Okay, centers. For centers, you're going to need hot glue, and sometimes you need E6000, depending what it is. Now, a lot of people glue, hot glue, glass beads to some styrofoam. If you're going to hot glue beads, please use E6000 and hot glue. The hot glue will make them stick instantly, and the E6000 will make them stick permanently, because the sun will melt the glass beads off your styrofoam.
When they go on the site, where would they look at?
It's just under mesh, but if they type in the search bar ombre,
Okay.
there's I think 7 different ombre sets.
Okay.
Okay, so the first one we're going to go through is a pom-pom center. Dave, hide. So these are 1-inch pom-poms, and I buy these at Hobby Lobby, and they're usually on sale every other week or whatever. You can get them in all various colors. I love the pom-pom one. It's really, really fun, and you can make it pretty much any color you want. And what I do is I buy these styrofoam discs at Dollar Tree, and you get 2 in a pack for $1. Okay, this is what I'm using for this center. And all you do is get your hot glue. What you're going to do is you start in the middle and just hot glue. Put a little bit of hot glue. Hold on. So just start in the center. Put a dab of hot glue and a pom-pom. And then go around, make a circle around that pom-pom, and just keep adding pom-poms. It goes really fast. So you just keep going on, and the pom-poms love to stick to the hot glue. Okay? So you just keep going around to finish the top. So I've already did that with the brown one. And now I'm just going to do the sides, because unless you glue this right onto the board, it might be sitting up a little higher on the mesh. Show you. So it will probably be sitting like that. So you will see the sides of this. So what I do is I just hot glue pom-poms on the side as well. There you go. Now you may want to paint your styrofoam just with like a craft paint, because you will see a little bit through like the pom-poms. And I didn't paint this one because this is just for, I was just going to show you guys. But if I paint this yellow, if there's a gap between the pom-pom and this is painted yellow, you won't be able to tell. Okay? So you want to just keep going around with your pom-poms and your glue, a little bit at a time, because the hot glue dries pretty fast. And there you got a really cute center, and fairly cheap. Like I said, these are, I think I usually pay $1 when they're on sale. They're normally $1.99, and I use the 1-inch ones. Okay, they have every color under the sun with pom-poms. The most popular color right now is the brown for the sunflower, obviously. Okay, so that is the pom-pom one. Next, we can do a felt center. Okay, the felt center is just the pieces of felt that you get from the craft store. So I'm using yellow. Yellow is my theme, I guess, for centers. Okay, just want to get out of the way. So this is a really fun one, and there's a few ways you can do a center with felt, and this is really fun. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your piece of felt, and they are 9 by 12 inches. Okay, 9 by 12 inches. And of course, we all know felt comes in a gazillion colors. We're sticking with yellow. And what you're going to do now is you're going to fold it in 3 long ways. Just like that. Okay, so they're each side's even. I keep losing my scissors. Okay, so we're going to now cut down the folded edge here. So there's 1, 2. So you're going to have 3 pieces. Okay? Now, I usually use, to make a center, I usually use 3 to 4 pieces of felt, and that will give me the really big center. And what I do is I take my glue gun and I just put a little bead of glue running along the bottom of the felt. Okay? Dave, if you're watching, can you bring me some water down, honey? Please? And you fold it in half. Okay, so one more time. I'm going to take your glue gun, just run a bead. Glue and felt love each other. You never have a problem with gluing felt. Fold it over and just press down along the bottom so you have this little sock thing that you can put your finger down. Okay? Now what we're going to do is we're going to take, usually I do 3 to 4 pieces. So if I did 3 pieces, that would be 9 of these. Okay, now what I'm going to do is where it's folded here, and we glued it here, the folded piece or the folded edge, I'm going to put little cuts in it. And I'm going to only go about 3/4 of the way down. Thank you, it's so dry. Making sure that I'm not cutting all the way down and it'll actually cut off. Dave, can you come and remind me at like 5 to 7? Okay, so we're going to snip these all the way down. And I do it about at every 1/2 inch. And you get pieces that look like this. Okay? And they have cuts in them, but they're all still one piece. Again, this is just normal craft felt. Cut it in the whole piece in 3 long ways. Then you're going to fold those pieces in half and glue the bottom edge. And where it's folded, you're going to put little slits in it. And what you're going to do, now I've started one already, but I'll start one again, is you're going to get your glue gun. Start with a little bit of glue, and you're just going to roll. Now you don't have to put glue all the way if you don't want to, but you just need just a little bit. And you're just going to roll. Roll the bottom of your felt. Just like that. Okay. So there's the start of our center. Now this, like I said, this center is really, really cute for flowers. Here's one. I've already used three strips. And I'm going to continue on till it's about this big. So you just keep adding strips. So I'll put a little bit of glue right on this bud thing or whatever. And then I'll add another piece where I ended off on that piece. And you go around gluing the edge of this piece onto the main bud. So it's easy, a little bit time consuming, but again, we have all kinds of time. And then you just keep adding pieces on until you get it as big as you want it. Let me just go around. Now you will have to come down, once it starts getting wider, you do have to come down a little lower where you're gluing, like that, so because it's getting wider, but you still want to see these little cuts in it, okay? All right, so as you can see, as you keep adding more and more pieces, it gets bigger and bigger, okay? And you can either glue it right on, because it's felt. Felt likes to glue onto anything. Boy, I'm a mess here. So So once you get it big enough, you can then put all kinds of glue on the bottom of your center and put it right onto your mesh, right on the board. No styrofoam, nothing. Now this is a little bit small, but even small, it's really cute for the center. Isn't that cute? So this is probably just 1.5 pieces of felt. Like I said, I usually use 3 to 4 pieces of felt. Okay, so that, and there's different ways you can make felt ones. That's the easiest way. So there we go. So that's felt. We did pom-pom. Okay, next we're gonna do beads. Beads. This is a beaded center. I should have my flower up so you guys can see every time I do one. So this is a beaded center on styrofoam, and look how pretty. It's a bit big for this one, but it's really, really pretty. And you can use any kinds of beads. I bought a lot of beads at Christmas time, the bead garland. So I got red, gold, silver, and whatever. And what you do is you take your beads, okay. Now this is, I got this, there's a lot of people that make Unique in the Creek flower centers. This is made by Nancy James. She sent it to me last year. I haven't got a chance to use it. But anyways, the normal size ball that we usually use is about I like to use about 5.5 inch, and that's it's a 5.5 inch whole ball. And I cut my styrofoam balls in half. And I have this little handy tool. It's a styrofoam cutter. It almost looks like a pen. And you can find that on Amazon. If you want to see what I'm talking about, it is on my website on the main home page. If you scroll all the way down, you'll see all of Lori's tools. And I've used it on the lives and tutorials quite a bit. And it's literally, it just heats up and then you just slice through it like butter. And then your beads, whenever you find your end, oh, good Lord. Let's just cut. So what I normally do is I'll find the center of my styrofoam, and with my glue gun, I'll just burrow a hole into it, just like that. And then I'll add a bit of hot glue, put the end of my bead down in that hole. Just hold it there for a second. And then all you do is, with glue, go around just like this. You just keep going around and around. Of course, adding glue as you're going. So put a little bit more here. So get your Mardi Gras beads out. And that is how you do the beaded one. So you might want to paint your styrofoam with craft paint. Do not use, on this kind of foam, you're not going to want to use spray paint. The spray paint will eat craft foam. The only kind of foam you can use E6000 or spray paint is floral foam. And it's really hard and like it's not as airy as craft foam. Okay, so just continue on going all the way around your center and you make a nice beaded center. I'm going to remove this because we're going to go on to rope. Now there's all kinds of rope that you can use to make centers. Okay, I'll show you a couple of them. So this is just a purple cotton rope that I used on a piece of styrofoam, and I'll show you how I do the pipe cleaners at the bottom. But you can use wool, you can use rope. This is almost like a ribbon type thing, so it's got sparkles and everything in this one. There's roping that you can buy at Hobby Lobby, which is really pretty, and I know Michelle from Monkey's Creations uses it a lot. It's a braided rope, so you would do the exact same. Start it with it in the middle, and then it's a little stiffer. You just keep wrapping it around and gluing it to the styrofoam. So if you want to see how to make one of these, check out Monkey's Creations on YouTube or Facebook. And she does quite a few tutorials on using this rope. And this rope stuff is only $9.99, and usually you get it 50% off. So $5, and you get a lot on here. Enough for a couple centers. Yes, you can use yarn. This is a chunky yarn. I just used white. So this is fun at Christmas time if you're making a poinsettia because it looks like snow. And this is on a coconut bra plastic thing, which I'm going to get to in a moment because it's one of my favorite things to make centers on, is these coconut bras. But we're going to continue on with the rope. Now this is just jute cord. Okay, a lot of people are using this for making beehives and stuff. I got this at our dollar store here in Canada. So I got this big roll for like $4. This stuff is not expensive at all. You're going to put, these are flower centers, just different ways you can make flower centers. Okay, so I'm going to use this again. So like I did before, you burrow down with the tip of your hot glue, put some glue inside that hole. We're going to feed the rope down in the center there, just to anchor it. And this, like I said, this is just jute cording. I don't have time. Does anybody know how much time I have left? And then what you're going to do is go around with your glue gun, take your cord. Now this is where you might get, you just want to make sure you're not going to get burned starting it. I have my finger thing somewhere. Okay. Can you let me know when it's 5 to 7? Okay, and then just keep going around, just like this. All the way around, just keep wrapping. Now you don't have to keep gluing all the way around. You can glue in certain areas. It does go faster. But this is a good one for if you're doing a beach themed wreath. So you would keep going all the way around till you get to the edge of the styrofoam. Okay? And then once you're done this, to put it on, you're going to take 2 pipe cleaners, a floral pin. If you don't have a floral pin, you can actually open up a paper clip and open it up so it's squared and it looks just like a floral pin. Oh, pizza must be here. This is a floral pin. It's like a U shape or a squared shape. What you're going to do is you're going to take your glue, put a dab in the middle on the back of your styrofoam ball, half ball. Just like that. And then you're going to take your floral pin and go right between the X. Just like that. Not really centered there, but... And then you can glue more over top. And now it'll be, well, if it was finished, it would be all ready to just feed these down through the holes, and then you twist it on the back. And I'm going to show you how to do that in a few minutes. I just wanted to show you the cording. So this is just normal cording. So you would do the same thing with rope. You could do the same thing with the yarn. Anything you have super cool, you're good to go. Okay, you can use fabric. Fabric is an awesome way to make centers. And I have this really cool, because I know country theme is really popular. Just this bandana. You can get a bunch of bandanas at the dollar store, fairly cheap in all different colors. And what you would do is you can use styrofoam, you can use the flat styrofoam, or you can use coconut bras. Now, coconut bras should be coming out anytime, any day, wherever we can get into Dollar Tree. And it's called a bikini top. Okay, last summer, I bought a ton of them because I love using these for angel faces, and I also use them for flower centers. Obviously, the angel faces, I spray paint them white because I do cover them with lace or whatever. And they already have holes in them that you can put zip ties. So you get 2 in a package. Okay, so they're supposedly supposed to fit like a bra for Hawaii or whatever. I don't know whose boobies these are fitting, but maybe kids. So what I do is I cut off these ropes. And again, they're plastic, so you can use them outside. Now, you can keep it brown. See how it's brown? It's got a bit of a texture on it. It's really cute. But I usually cover them with something. So you can also use these for the rope. Now you can see it's a little wider and not as high as a styrofoam ball, which is kind of nice as well. You can even use your glue gun, and if you push hard enough, it will burn a hole. Oh, my glue gun's pretty nasty looking. It will go through the coconut bra so that you can start off putting your rope down inside and twirling it. But it's really great because it's plastic. And you can see it has holes on the side already that you can put pipe cleaners to pipe clean it onto your flower or your angel face. Okay, these are my favorite. So I use this, and you can use fabric. So you can use any fabric you want. So I don't know what, I cut a piece of this. I don't know why. But I would use the center of this paisley bandana. Just glue it, put a little bit of hot glue, and make sure the center is on that hot glue. Now, obviously, you would cut your fabric to size, but what you can do is, if I cut it properly, you can put hot glue on the inside of the coconut bra and just fold your fabric into the inside of the coconut bra and just go tight all the way around. Now, this is with any fabric. And just glue, like I said, make sure the glue is on the inside of the coconut bra when you're doing your fabric. And obviously cut it to size, and then you can put your pipe cleaner on or whatever. But you have a very cool flower center. Like if I was doing a black and white flower or something, I'll put this in the center. That would look so cool with like a paisley bandana ribbon for a hanger. That would be really super cool. So you can use any kind of fabric. I just had this bandana. I thought, oh, that's cool. So you can make a center with fabric and a coconut. Okay, we got fabric. Now we got ornaments. Now you can use all Christmas ornaments. These are actually Christmas ornaments that I did buy. These are denim ones, and they were $11.99. I definitely did not pay $11.99. I probably got these at 90% off on their Christmas tree, unless it's like a country Christmas tree or whatever. So they had a lot of them left. And I thought, oh, that would be cool for nautical flower centers. And sure enough, they are cool, because I did a sunflower. I'll show you what it with denim, with the denim balls. And shabby and all that stuff, but no freezing, no freezing. Go out and come back in. So to do the balls, and these are for any Christmas ornaments, all you have to do is, I need a, actually this would probably look really nice on this blue one as well. So, actually that would look really cool for a nautical flower, or the dark blue. Now these are navy, so they'll probably look really nice because the outside of this flower is actually navy. Ooh, that does look nice. What do you guys think? So I'm using 7 of these balls. Oh, look how cool that is. Is that not nice or what? I love these colors too. So they're denim, and these ones are neutral. Anyways, you can get any Christmas ornaments. And if you like the denim, you can actually get, say if you have an old denim shirt, or even an old pair of your kids' jeans, you can cut them up into strips and make your own denim balls. They are only styrofoam. They're styrofoam. They're not even glued. They're pinned. So they're just styrofoam balls covered in strips of denim. Now I did do a tutorial not too long ago doing a denim one with that sunflower using a large styrofoam. So I put strips all over the place and just glued strips on the center, and that was fabulous. So if you got little ornaments like this, normally Christmas ornaments have the little round hook thing. To the ornament. So you know how the little lid thing with the circle, it will pop off the ornament? Take that off, put a little bit of glue around that edge, and then put the top back on if you're using like Christmas ornaments. These ones, what I would do is I would use pipe cleaners. So I'll show you guys one. So I'm going to pull this off, and what I'm going to do is move a little bit, because I want to see these. I don't want to see the tip of this because it's ugly. I'd rather see where it's nice and neat that the striations are going through. Let me see if I can go down a bit. Ball, the styrofoam, I'm going to take a pipe cleaner, fold it in half. I'm going to put some glue in there, and then I'm going to stick the end where it's folded into the ornament. Oh, shoot. If you're freezing, go out and come back in and let's try that. Okay, so once you have all your stems in your styrofoam balls, then you can now go down the holes and twist the pipe cleaner just like that onto the board. Back down through the hole. Into the styrofoam and feed a zip tie in. Okay, the next is burlap. I'm just going to use the small board to demo this. Okay, everybody's so I'm going to cut this at 14 inches. You can cut your burlap however long you want. Going to be a ruffle center. I'm sure you guys have seen plenty of those. What we're going to do is we're going to cut 14-inch pieces. So you're going to need, well, you're going to need 4 pieces. If you're doing the large board, I would do pieces from here. So I would do 8 pieces. That will look really pretty as an 14-inch pieces. The other scrunch again. 6 inches. And zip tie around it.
Nothing. The president's on with his COVID update, so.
Oh, I know, but am I coming through at all?
Yeah, so you keep freezing up. You're almost done. You're gonna have to start winding it up now, anyway.
Okay. So. On the flower wreaths. And burlap comes in all kinds of colors, so this is one of my favorite centers to do. And then the next center you can do with deco tubing right on the board. So you take deco tubing, lots of wreath places sell it, the dollar store sells it. This deco tubing that I'm using is a poly jute. Deco tubing is weather resistant as well, so if you want to make a flower that you can put outside all year round, you might want to use deco tubing. So the deco tubing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have 10 inches, so you get a 10-inch piece. This is our measure buddy. We'll talk about this another time, but you can use cardboard or whatever to wrap around. What I'm going to do is I've got my measure buddy at 10 inches and I've put the end into the clip and I'm going to go around 10 times. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cut it off. Slide this whole thing off. Okay, don't let it go. You want to keep it pinched in the middle. So we're going to grab it in the middle And what you're going to do is the same as like the burlap. You're going to put the center down in between the zip tie it up. Before you make it too tight, make sure you fold it in half so you know both edges are the same size, and zip it to the board. Okay, and you can fill up your hole, all 4 of your holes in the center, and it will fill out sort of like this. Now you can make them a little smaller, so if you do 8 inches around, these loops will be a lot smaller. So it depends on what size flower you're making. This is probably too big for like a small flower board, but for the large board, I would do it like this. Okay, and I still have 1 more to fill, but that's okay. So that is deco tubing. Very easy, all kinds of colors. They come in shiny and everything. Now, the last one I want to go through is beads. These are not really beads. They're mesh ribbon, it's called. Not mesh ribbon, bling ribbon. It comes all different kinds.
5 minutes.
Okay? So what I've done is, and it's plastic, so you can actually cut right through these beads. They're not beads, they're flat back, and you get them at the dollar store. And I glued them. First I went down this way, glued it on the inside of the coconut bra, and then just kept going with strips down and making sure that each one lines up. So it actually looks like little rivets. This one is the bling ribbon. This is actually all plastic. There is no glass or anything, gems in it. It's just the way it looks like there's gems, but it's literally all plastic. So you can cut and do whatever you want with this one. So you can really trim it and form it to whatever you want. And this one I'm going to be using on, so this one I think I'm going to use on here. Look how pretty that is, the silver.
Just use your last minute or 2.
Yeah, hold on. And then this elegant black, rose gold and white one, I am just going to be adding this beautiful blinged out one. So I will post pictures of both when I'm done, but aren't they stunning? So simple. So this is just flat back, dollar store. You get it in the craft section. This is gem ribbon. I got it on Amazon. It comes in all kinds of colors. And then that's it. Next up is Lisa Kellum and Kellum's Creations.
A lot of people have ordered. Can you just quickly tell them to be patient with the shipping, because a lot of people ordered.
Okay, that's fine. So Dave was just saying about being patient with the shipping and stuff. So I know I went through that really fast. If you have any questions, first go back through the video, because you can rewind, stop, and watch it over and over again. I hope you learned a little bit something. Happy birthday, Jess. I know this was very fast, but I wanted to do something different. I don't know if you guys were getting sick of wreaths, but I wanted something different to show you guys. What's better than showing you centers? I am the flower queen. So there we go. We got the blue ombre, and this one is the black, rose gold, and white. Thank you.